Let this story wrap you in warmth and bring you restful dreams. Fluffy and the winter spirit named Sweet Pea Kids. This story is about a young girl named Poppy who meets a winter spirit called Sweet Pea, experiencing the magic of innocence and wonder. Once upon a time, in a small village nestled among snow-capped mountains, there lived a young girl named Poppy. Poppy had curly golden hair and eyes that sparkled like the morning dew. Every winter, the village was covered with a pristine blanket of snow that shimmered under the moonlight. One evening, as Poppy was playing near the village square, she noticed tiny footprints leading into the woods. Curious as she followed the tracks until she reached a clearing. There, amidst a circle of ancient pine trees, she saw a delicate glowing figure. It was Sweet Pea, the winter spirit, who brought gentle snowflakes to the village. She had a glow as gentle as a candle and wings that sparkled like frosted glass. Poppy approached Sweet Pea with wonder in her eyes, a feeling of pure joy bubbling within her. Pea smiled, recognizing innocent curiosity in Poppy's face. "Hello, little one," Sweet Pea whispered, her voice tinkling like wind chimes. "I've watched you from afar. You bring such joy to the village with your laughter." Poppy giggled, her cheeks rosy from the cold, and asked if she could touch the spirit's glowing wings. Sweet Pea extended a wing, and as Poppy's fingers brushed it, a flurry of snowflakes fell round them, sparkling like tiny crystals. "You are magic," Poppy exclaimed, eyes wide in amazement. Sweet Pea nodded softly. "Yes, but it's a gentle magic, one that can only be seen by those pure of heart." The two sat in the snow, sharing stories until the star above twinkled brightly in the sky. Sweet Pea told Poppy about the hidden wonders of the winter forest, the animals that danced in the light of the moon, and the secret glades where the first snowdrops bloomed. Poppy listened intently, her imagination painting vivid pictures. As the night grew colder, Sweet Pea knew it was time for Poppy to return home. She promised Poppy that they would meet again under the first snow of next winter. With a gentle kiss on Poppy's brow, Sweet Pea bade her farewell. Poppy returned to the village, her heart warm with the magic of the evening. She could hardly wait to tell her family about her enchanting encounter. From that day forward, every time the first snow of winter fell, Poppy would look out her window and wave, knowing Sweet Pea was watching over her. And so, Poppy grew up with a heart full of wonder, and a soul touched by the magic of innocence. Another story begins to bring you warmth. Kala and Aster, a reflection of kindness. This story is a magical journey of Kala, who meets a king witch Aster and learns about the true reflection of one's soul. Once upon a time, in a certain village nestled between emerald hills, there lived a kind-hearted girl named Kala. Every day, Kala would wander through the meadows, sharing smiles and helping anyone she met. One brisk autumn afternoon, Kala came across an ancient well at the edge of the village, a place whispered to be enchanted. As she leaned over the well, curious and unafraid, she saw not just her reflection, but a shimmering image of an old wood with vibrant, talking flowers and dancing shadows. Startled yet intrigued, Kala reached out, and in an instant, she was transported to the magical forest. In the heart of the forest, she met Aster, the king witch with hair like spun silver and eyes deep as the ocean. Aster welcomed Kala with a warm smile and a gentle embrace. Each day in this magical realm was a wonder. Kala learned the language of the flowers and shared stories with the talking streams. One day, Aster told Kala about the mirror of truth, hidden deep within the woods. "It shows the true nature of one's soul," Aster explained. Curious and eager, Kala sought out the mirror of truth. The path was lined with glowing mushrooms and whispering trees, guiding her way. And when she finally reached the mirror, she gazed into its depths. There, she saw not only her reflection but also the echoes of her kindness, the warmth she spread, and the joy she brought to others. Moved by this revelation, Calla returned to Esther, her heart brimming with newfound understanding. Esther, with a knowing smile, handed Calla a small, ornate mirror. "Keep this with you," she said, "to always remember the goodness in your heart." With a grateful heart, Calla thanked Esther and returned to her village, the magic of the forest now a part of her. From that day on, Calla carried the mirror wherever she went, a constant reminder of the kindness and love that reflected the true beauty of her soul. Let's drift further into peace with the next story. Will and Archie, a tale of gratitude. His story is about a young man named William and a bear named Archie, who through acts of kindness and gratitude, forge a deep bond and bring their village and forest closer together. In a quaint village nestled between rolling hills, there lived a kind-hearted young man named William. William had a special bond with a bear named Archie, who lived in the lush forest on the outskirts of the village. One crisp autumn morning, William set out to gather apples from his favorite orchard. As he strolled through the vibrant forest, he heard a familiar rustling. Archie emerged from the bushes, greeting William with a gentle growl. William and Archie often shared simple moments like this, finding joy in each other's company. Grateful for their friendship, William always carried an extra apple to share. Today, however, he noticed that Archie seemed troubled. "What's wrong?" Archie, William asked softly, his voice filled with concern. Archie led William deeper into the forest, to a sunny clearing where a family of squirrels was frantically searching for food. The autumn season had been unusually harsh, leaving the forest dwellers struggling. Without hesitation, William began picking apples, filling a small basket for the squirrel family. Archie watched with admiration, her eyes reflecting the warmth of William's heart. As the sun began to set, William and Archie headed back to the village, the basket now empty, but their hearts full. That evening, as William sat by the fireplace, he thought about how grateful he was for Archie and the opportunity to help others. The forest, once a place of mere adventure, had become a sanctuary of gratitude. The next day, William returned to the orchard, this time with a car. He spent the entire day collecting apples, not just for the squirrels but for the woolly creatures. Archie helped by carrying the heaviest baskets with ease. Together they distributed the apples, bringing smiles and relief to many faces. Word spread throughout the village about William and Archie's acts of kindness. The villagers, inspired by their selflessness, began to contribute as well, gathering food and resources for their animal neighbors. The village and forest grew closer, united by a shared sense of gratitude. On a chilly winter's night, William sat by the fire, reflecting on the past months. Archie lay beside him, her soft fur radiating warmth. "Thank you, William," William whispered, gently stroking her fur. Archie nuzzled closer, understanding the depth of his gratitude. From that day forward, William and Archie's bond only grew stronger. They continued to help those in need, cherishing the joy that came from giving. And every evening, as the village lights dimmed and the forest grew quiet, William would look out into the night, thankful for the blessings of friendship and the power of gratitude. Now, let's settle in for another gentle story. Campanula and Whispering Wind, a tale of comfort. This story is about a lonely girl named Campanula who finds comfort and friendship in Primrose, a whispering wind. Under a canopy of stars, in a village nestled between rolling hills, lived a gentle girl named Campanula. She had hair the color of spun gold and eyes that sparkled with the light of 1,000 suns. The night after night, she would sit by her window, gazing up at the night sky and making wishes on falling stars. Despite the quiet village life, an ache of loneliness often settled in her heart, like the heavy dew on the morning grass. One summer evening, as the air was thick with the scent of blooming jasmine, a soft, whispering wind stirred the leaves outside her window. Curious and feeling an odd sense of comfort, Campanula leaned out. "Who's there?" she asked in a voice as delicate as the moonlight. The gentle reply came, "I am Primrose, the whispering wind. I've come to keep you company." With each passing night, Primrose shared stories of far-off lands and enchanted forests, of brave heroes and mystical creatures. Campanula listened intently, her heart lifting with each tale. She felt the weight of her loneliness lighten, replaced with the warmth of friendship. One night Campanula asked, "Primrose, will you always stay with me?" The wind rustled through the trees, carrying a soft, comforting answer. "As long as you need me, my dear friend." Seasons changed, yet Primrose remained. With every whisper, the tales grew more wondrous, and Campanula's dreams filled with adventures painted by the wind's eyes words. On the darkest of nights, when the loneliness seemed overwhelming, Primrose the sea's whispers comforted her like a warm blanket. And so, Campanula never felt truly alone again. For as long as there was a whispering wind, she had a friend who would always be near. Rest well, and may tomorrow be a bright new day.